So basically today we are going to start with a discussion about our latest series, that is coding with computer. Today in the meeting, myself Annie and my co-author Ms. Sandhya Sabarwal is also there in the meeting. So basically we are going to discuss about the different types of activities and the chapters that we have recently introduced in the book. The book is basically according to the NEP standard, and we have started the coding with the unplugged activities. You might be have, if you have gone through the series, you will see that Scratch Junior, Scratch 3.12, Python Turtle, App Inventor, and Python, the core Python, and Kodu is also there in the book. So these are the basic chapters that give emphasis on the coding. So we are going to start with the unplugged activities first of all. How to go about it? Now see here on the screen you might be finding that there are these are the different types of cards available. Now what do you think? These are 4 by 4 means 16 dots are there on this card, and this is 8 cards, 8 dots are there in the card, and the next card is having 4 dots and 2 dots and 1 dot. Now I need to make the number 6 using these cards. Can anyone help me out how to do that?
4 and 2.
Yes. So see here, we need to make here number 6. So we need to have this 4 dots, 1, 2 dots and 1 dot. If you're going to use only these 3 cards, we would be able to make the number 6. Similarly, for making 21, we can use the number 16. After that 16, how many numbers we need? 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. We need 5. That means 4 and 1. 16, 4 and 1. We would be able to make the number 21. Similarly, for number 9, we need 8 and 1. So this is an activity that will help the students to think and visualize that you have given the specific cards and they are going to, this is only the critical thinking that will help you, and this is actually going to enhance their coding skills. So this type of activities are known as unplugged activities because we are not going to use any computer or any computing device for this. This is only pen and paper we are going to use, and you can do this activity. Similarly, if you see this, this is the image that would be given in front of the student, and you need to write down the binary equivalent of this. So what is binary? Basically, wherever the card is upside down, it will be 0, and wherever it is having numbers or the dots on it, we are going to mark it as 1. So this is basically going to make the number 9. So this way we can do this for all the numbers or any numbers whichever you wish. You can adopt this method and do this activity with your student. It would be surely very interesting. So I hope this is clear to everyone. Okay. Now the next activity is, this is actually a grid where we are having the numbers, and instead of writing any numbers, we have colored the boxes. Now here, wherever it is darkened, it means 0. Means if it is dark, so it becomes 0. And if it is white, it becomes 1. So if we wish to write down the binary equivalent of this, suppose C, so computer is going to understand it like this: 1, 0, 0, 0, 0. So this is actually going to enhance the AI skills also in the students, because this is only computer vision, how it actually computer understands each of the pixels or each of the characters in computer. So this is the way that this way you can adopt for teaching AI also. This is a preliminary method of teaching AI. Okay. So this way you can give the students list of all the characters that you wish them to write, the binary equivalent of that. Okay. So these are the 2 activities that I have taken out from the recent series. Okay, now we are going to do this Scratch Junior. Now Scratch Junior is a software that you cannot install that software in your computer, but using BlueStacks you can do that. Okay, so if you have this BlueStack, you can download it from this link. 1 minute, I will give this link in the chat window. Or sir will be pasting this link. 1 minute, I think. So basically, this is the link. I am pasting the link in the chat window. So if you wish, you can you can install the Scratch Junior in your computer. I think, is it visible on the screen? Now, if you are on the mobile or tab, so you can adopt this activity. This is an activity where you can use this activity, you can do this activity and create a project for Scratch Junior. Here in Scratch Junior, the basic advantage is that you need not do any type of coding. Instead, you can just drag and drop the blocks and create a program. Okay, so I think I can do this project with you. I have already Stack installed in my, I am using the computer. So I have this installed. I will show you how it looks like. It looks like as if I am using my phone on the computer. I hope you must have seen children, they use BlueStacks for playing lots of games that they play on the mobile. So this application can help you to use all the applications. See, it is looking like the phone, normal phone. I have logged in using my Gmail ID, and then Scratch Junior I have installed. So this is the window that you will get. And what I am going to do, I am going to open that also so that you can. So this is the So this is the basically activity that we are going to do. First of all, we need to So first of all, we need to change the background. First of all create one project. So I hope everyone is doing with me. If you have the mobile, you can install the Scratch Junior in your mobile. Yes, kindly do it, all of you.
Ma'am, can you repeat the first process, please?
Yes, ma'am. You are there on the mobile or the computer, ma'am?
Ma'am, I am on the mobile.
Okay. From the Play Store, you will get Scratch Junior.
Ma'am, downloaded.
Okay. Now, you click and open, you will get something like this. On the home, you have to click on this plus sign. Did you get this?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So I am now creating the first project. So this is my sprite. Okay. And if you wish to delete this sprite, you need to hold, see when you are, I have just clicked it, a long press on this sprite. I get this, delete symbol. So I can delete this sprite. Okay.
Okay,
Now I
ma'am.
want
Okay,
to add
ma'am.
Okay, now I want to add a new sprite. You click on this plus and you get lots of sprite. Now I don't want to use any of these. I want to use suppose this car. Okay. So I'm having this sprite. Okay. Now I want to change the background. Now background is what? This is the background. So I want to take this background. Okay. I have got, now the car is too big. You want to basically decrease the size of this car. So what you need to do here, if you are there now, you click on this this pink block. Here you get a shrink button. I think this is a shrink one. Yes, this is a shrink one. If you drag this shrink, see it is. If I drag it again and if I execute by clicking, what happens? The size you are able to make it smaller in size. I hope this is clear to everyone. Okay, now we are having this one. I do from right. Okay, I have this green button. I don't want this now. Okay, I have this green button and I want to move this car. I think, suppose if I write here 10. See, when you click on this, here you get this one. So I am selecting, suppose I am selecting 1 minute. I am selecting 10 from here. So this should be at the top. So this I have made it 10. Okay, then there should be a stop. See. See, so I was able to move the car in the forward direction. So I hope you all are able to do till here. Kindly do it. And if you want to increase it, if you want to move till, I think, see, it has gone. I think if I make it 15, so it will go. So it has stopped after reaching the last. Okay. So all of you perform this activity. For teachers, those who have joined in late, I am just repeating it is very easy. You need to go to the Scratch Junior app in your mobile or tab. Then you need to click on the plus sign to start a new project. And then you need to delete the sprite that was there. By long pressing on the sprite, you get the delete symbol. When you click over there, so you can add any new sprite by clicking on this type of plus. Okay. And then you need to use this shrink button to make it smaller. After that, what you have to do, you have to add a background. A background could be added by from this position, and then you can add a green that is from here by clicking on this yellow. You can start. This is start, and this red is for the end. So this
size decrease कैसे होगा आपने बताया था?
You need to click on this pink button. Okay, there is the second one. See what I have done. I have added this. Okay. Now suppose my car is this one. Let me make it bigger first of all. So I am making it bigger. So I am making it bigger, more bigger. Now see, it is bigger. If you drag and drop, it will be of this size. No, I don't want these two symbols. Okay, there are more commands that you can use. But right now our aim is to make it smaller. Okay. Now smaller means I need to go to this pink and this two number. If I want to make it drag and drop here. Okay. And now if you click, see, it is becoming smaller. So I am placing it here. Okay. After that, what I am doing, I have just taken this green flag. That was the start, and this forward button I will get from this motion, this one. And then what you could do, you can just click on how many steps you can calculate by hit and drag, and you can check that how many steps you need to follow so that it can go till end.
Where is this flag type of button? Green button?
This one, green. Sorry, yellow one. Get this green flag. Kids enjoy because you don't need to do any type of programming. It is just drag and drop. And even your computational thinking is enhanced with this activity. They are able to think that how much they need to move forward or backward, whatever you feel. And you can show by using all the steps also.
One thing I want to say, during online classes, more of the students don't have the laptops or computers, and they can do it on their mobiles also.
As right now, you people, all of you are using your phones and tabs, so you are able to do this activity. So similarly, kids can also do it because all are not having laptops and computers. So this activity could be done very easily on the phone. I am on a desktop, but I have used BlueStacks. From there, I have installed this software, just like you use in your phone. We would be doing further very good programs in Scratch. So I think I can move forward, isn't it? So this one is done. There is one more activity. If you wish, you can do this one by yourself. You can take a screenshot and do it yourself. Okay. So I'm not going to do it, but this is very simple. You know how the steps are given: first step, second step, third step, and fourth step. It is very easy. You can see the blocks, and then accordingly you can add those blocks into your program and then run and execute and check it. Okay. So now what all things are the basic takeaways and how you can enhance the computational skills in the students. So how you can test them. Basically, online classes is basically we are not able to give the total out whatever we wish to teach them as we were doing in face-to-face. So here you just need to change the way of instructions you were using in your face-to-face sessions. Here what you can do, you can give questions on fix the program. Like for example, this is called error finding. Also for senior classes, we call it error finding. You can write the code. Suppose I wanted to move in direction. Now I have used the block to that is moving me towards the right hand side. So I have used a left arrow and I should have used right arrow. So I'm not using it. So you can ask the students that how are you going to fix this program? My aim is this, but the program is not working in that manner. So this is a way you can basically test the students. Okay, similarly, you can ask the student that this particular action is being done by which block. So you need to just ask them to circle the blocks. Similarly, matching the program. Match the program is there are lines of codes and there are 3-4 outputs. By seeing the lines of codes, which output a student is going to get. So without executing the code, but just by seeing the codes, you have to analyze that what output is will be generated. So you are not going to show them the coding. Instead, they have to execution of the program. Instead, you are just going to show them the lines of codes and the output. Now it's their turn to analyze which output will come by which lines of codes without execution. So the last one is reverse engineering. This is also a very beautiful thing. They need to watch the basically program, how it is being performed in a full screen. Now the code, they are not going to see the code. Now here what will happen, they need to think that suppose if you are not showing them code, the output, without seeing the code, the output is being shown to the students, and now they need to analyze that what all statements I need to use to perform that particular action. So in our day-to-day life also, we have the real life problems, and by seeing the real life problems only we are developing the codes. So this is something that will help the students to analyze basically it is going to enhance the critical skills, as well as they are going to learn coding also. So thereby we would be meeting the aim of NEP also. NEP standards would also be maintained. Okay. I hope this is clear. So this way you can make the question papers and you can ask the students, you can give a quiz or something like that. Okay. So now this is a code. We will be doing this code also. This is also a very beautiful program where the person is actually walking and you will find the background is moving. Okay. The background is changing. What do you think? What is happening here? Isn't it like a game? What must be doing, what we are doing actually here in this program?
The shape of the character is changing and the background.
Yes, character face is means character. We call it costumes here in Scratch.
Costume.
The costume is changing again and again. But what about the background? How the background is changing? Whenever you put a background in the Scratch, that will not move. We cannot apply any type of coding to the background. Now, how this background is moving? Here, two things are happening. The background is also moving, and the character or the the character is also moving. How these two things are is happening? I am going to give you the basically code of this also. And you can edit the code and you can copy the, first of all, you need to have have your ID created in scratch.mit.edu. Here you need to create your ID, and I am going to give you the code here. I am going to share you the code, and you can, 1 minute, let me. see. Yes, I have pasted the link of this code here. Now it's your turn. Now we have to do it. I am going to open it. So now see this, we have to look inside how it is being created. Now see, basically this background is not a background. It is looking like it is a background, but it is not a background. Instead, we have created a sprite. Okay, now how to create that sprite, I will tell you. It is very easy to create. Now here you need to go here, click on the paint. Okay, now you need to take a rectangle. Okay, now change the color. Color can be green. Okay, I have added a green color. Okay, now you make one more rectangle. Are you people doing it along with me? We need to have this sky blue color. Yes, somewhat like that. Okay. And then what I have done, I have created a circle. I have taken a circle. Yes, you will find these backgrounds are there. So what do? Click on this arrow, select this, and here you have outline. You put a cross. I don't want to outline. Okay. Similarly, here also you select and put a cross. I don't want an outline. So now you will find there is no line like that. And now you take a circle, create a pebble. Okay, now the color of the pebble should be gray color. Let us take something of okay. No, this has become something blue. I want it to become gray. Chalo, let it be. I have taken this. And there's a very beautiful symbol here. I want to make it look like a pebble. So select this, this symbol and you make it see. It's now looking like pebble, isn't it? Now see. You can see this window. Okay. Now you can add one more stone here. Similarly, we need to have color. You need to check the color. Hmm. Okay, now it is done. I'm going to select this. And I can use this. And see this bow stone I have made. Now what do you have to do? This is a sprite. You need to add one block so that it will come to the background. Okay, this you have understood, all of you? How to create this sprite? You need to go to this place, choose a sprite, and there you need to click on the paint and then create your own sprite. This we have done. Okay, I am going to delete this because I already have this sprite. Now this sprite, now how this character has come in the front. For that, what you need to do, you need to write the code, this one. Go back layer. Okay, go back layer. It is in the purple looks. You will get that go back layer here. See, go to front layer. So you need to have go to back layer. Here you need to drag and drop here and change it to back. Go back layer. And then you need to add one more sprite, that is any other sprite. So like this, if I am going to choose any sprite, if you want to use this sprite or any other sprite, whichever you wish, you can take. Okay. I hope this is clear to everyone. And then one more thing, the scratch window or any window here, it starts from, if you see the this one, your coordinates. So this is all, the horizontals are the x-axis, the verticals are the y-axis. The horizontal, the leftmost position of the horizontal axis is -240 and the rightmost position is +240. Okay, and at the center is 0, 0. So I want my sprite, so this one, the background sprite should move from should go towards left. Okay, it is going to move like this towards left. Okay, so when it is going from left, what will happen when it will come till end? Okay, so that position, it should, when it is at the end, again it should start from the right hand side. So for that, what I am doing, so go to x0, y0. That means it is at the center. Okay, it is at the center. See, it is now when it is coming till here, you are having another sprite that is coming all the way here. Okay. And now what I have done, one more thing, what I have done here, this is, suppose this is the second sprite, this was the first sprite where we have written the code. Now here the second sprite, you will see that there is next costume also thing written. So what is basically happening now, this the one sprite is moving towards the left and next sprite is coming. So what you need to do, you need to right click on this slide, this sprite, and click on duplicate. I have done this duplicate. Okay, now this is the new sprite. And now what I have done, I have clicked here and I have used, sorry, 1 minute. I need to go to the paint option. So I have come here. Now what you have to do, I am having these pebbles. Instead of pebbles, I want to add some leaves and all. So what you can do here, duplicate. I have added one duplicate, and here I am going to delete this. I'm going to delete this, and I am going to draw some leafy thing. Suppose this one I have taken, and I am going to draw some like this. Like this I have added. Okay. Now, okay. Now what will happen? I am going to delete this sprite 2. I'm having this sprite 3. So if you will see the coding of here I'm going to add next costume. Okay. So next costume always comes in the looks. Next costume. See here. So now if I press on the green flag, so I am not getting that previous one, and I am getting this white also. And one more thing is happening here, change x by -5. Okay, let me do once, Control Z. So it is minus x position is less than -460, then change x by minus, go to back layer, this is okay. For this, go to back layer, go to x00, change x by minus, x position is -460, go to x465. If I'm not going to save it, 1 minute. I'm having this. I'm having this. So see what has happened here. The second sprite is actually coming, and there you have a next costume, that is this tree one. So now I'm getting that. So what you can do, you can copy these codes. I think I have shared the link also with you. So you can copy this code. You have to add this code in sprite one, and in sprite two only one small new code is there. That is next costume. And here instead of 0,0, we have 465,0. Why? Because it is going towards the end, and when it is going towards the end, you need to start it again. That's why. So I hope everyone has done it. Yes, teachers? This code also I have given, and one more thing. There's one more project. This is again a very beautiful project. So I am just giving the link of this code. You can so now here, this is also a very beautiful project where we are actually using AI and Scratch. So this project, it was done during COVID. So you will see this is again a very beautiful project. 1 minute, let me close this window.
स्प्राइट विंडो जो आप बता रही है कहाँ से आएंगी स्प्राइट
Sir,
विंडो?
here, you will get this sprite here. 1 minute, let me move this. This is actually too much. It is here, sir. Here, in the right side corner. And this is scratch.mit.edu. This is not junior, Scratch Junior. This is the basic Scratch, the latest one. And I am
So we
using
have to
online version.
we have to download this.
No, I am using the online. You will see I am on the browser. I am not using anything that is downloaded or installed in my system. It is online. I am doing it. In front of you, you will see this is a browser window. That's why I'm using all the methods where we don't need any. And this could be very easily done over the phone, tab, anything. You can open any browser window in your phone, so you can use it. It is very easy to use. Simple thing, first thing is that you need to log in using your Gmail ID. Otherwise, what will happen now? Whatever you have made, it will be lost. You get all the things, whatever you have created, it will be at one place. Okay, I wanted to show you that also. The other one, that see my stuff, it comes like this. See, this one project I had made it during this COVID to make the student to create awareness about how social distancing can be maintained. So here only 2 sprites are being used, and you will see how it looks like.
Excuse me, we need to maintain social distancing. Hello.
See, the sprites are changing, but
Excuse me,
actually
we
2
need to
sprites are being
maintain
used.
social distancing. Hello.
See, every time
Excuse me, we
the
need to
sprite is
maintain
changing, you are
social
feeling that
distancing.
there are new sprites that is being created. But no,
Hello.
it is not like that. It is 2 sprites that whose
Excuse me, we
costumes I am
need to
changing
maintain
every time.
social distancing. Hello.
Okay.
Excuse me, we
And here we are using AI feature. You have text to speech and speech to text feature. So that is being used in this program. Okay. So one program I would be doing right now also for your AI. So let me 1 minute. I think what has happened.
Ma'am, time is about to over.
Oh, acha, acha, 1 minute. I will show in just her. I will give the link. Otherwise, this one, only this program. I will show you the program, and yeah, I'm going to send the link. You please copy the links. Otherwise, all the links will go. This is again a project on, see, I will show you this project. See here how it executes. So here actually I am using translate feature as well as I am using this one.
Bonjour.
See, it is saying good morning
Hello.
and
Bonjour.
bonjour. Bonjour means whatever is written, it is actually got translated in French. So I am using translate feature as well as I am using speech to text. 2 AI feature is being used in this project, and it is very simple. I have sent the link of this project in the in this your chat window. So from there you can copy and you can download it. Let me show you once how it has to be done. Very easy. What you can do, click on create. Okay. So when you are creating this sprite, you always get this type of sprite, okay? And you get these blocks, add extension. You need to click over here, add extension. There are many AI features, but I am going to use right now text to speech. Okay, add this text to speech. Suppose, for example, I am going to use very small thing. I am asking the sprite to speak. Okay.
Hello.
See, it is going. You can hear the sound. Okay. So what I'm going to do, I am when clicked. Okay. And then in motion, not motion, looks, sorry, looks. I need to say hello. So hello will be displayed as well as the cat will speak hello. Okay. Now see.
Hello.
See, it has spoken as well as the thing is written here also. And you want this hello to be written in different language, to be spoken in other languages also. So you need to use this translate feature. So I'm having this translate feature. So what I'm going to do, instead of speaking here as hello, I want the cat to speak hello in French, suppose. Okay, let us see.
Bonjour.
Now see, it has said bonjour. Okay, so bonjour is in French. So you can help your students learn different languages also, how to do. So I hope this is clear to everyone. It is so simple, and I have not used any downloaded software. Everything is online. You can teach very easily as I am doing it. Any query from till here? So this much only from my side.